Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, LSU Tigers, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Florida International Panthers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Bringing it out, it's Vaughn. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the LSU Tigers offense will have some work to do here thanks to that bad return. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But, Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then?
And the game just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
So, 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Kick goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball near the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? An inside give now from the shotgun. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab to get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
That run moves the ball across the 35.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
He'll hand it off. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Can he make it to the marker? Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that way, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Vaughn. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Here's a quick throw off the play fake. He'll earn the first down, but gave for it with a hard hit. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Extending the play now. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
He's running out of time here. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They've got him down out near the 40.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Back's got it again. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And looking to throw now on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
The pocket breaking down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Hit as he released it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. Front team ready to boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Second down now after the sack. And now they run the draw play. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's gone. That's a big gain deep in enemy territory. Ball down near the 30. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring it down. No huddle now for the offense. It's a run. Running back's got it. And tackled after a small pickup there. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Punt over the middle. It's gone. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The offense sets up for the 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, LSU. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. Connects on the PAT, so it's 10-3. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And now the running back's got it again. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And here's the handoff. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. The shotgun running play call. And they're able to get him down.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Panthers. Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down, and I think that's the...
Oh, he breaks free! It's a foot race! That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the ball on the ground. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 play. They're going to run it here. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Receiver makes the catch. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield.
The ball is loose. The ball carrier lands on it and gains enough for a first down.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, FIU. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff to see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They're going to run it. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. It's like the final play of the half coming up. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Send the back in motion. The big fullback's got it here. The ball carried by the fullback. Tackle is made at the 42. Brings up second down. Second down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. And there's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Ooh, how about the offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start.
False start.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. And the back now goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Some hard running there through a tackle. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on third down. And he'll set up to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle. And with that, they regain the lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Football comes out, and the defense jumps on the football.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
First down here for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And now the first snap in the red zone in this drive. Here comes a handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. The tight end has got it. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida International. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. The kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? He makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll feed the back again. Tackle made after just a short game. Third down. This offense can really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught quickly. And the gain just good enough for a first down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here at their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Brought down at the 46-yard line. Third down coming up.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Hart. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. Second and 1. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And that's another FIU.
And Kirk, it's FIU with the lead here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. This is the 6th play on the drive. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Picks up 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Smart of the offense, keep the ball on the ground, try to keep working that clock. The defense needs a stop if they want to give their offense any chance at a late comeback.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out. Do anything.
Touchdown, Panthers. Still no answer for this offense.
What a play by this quarterback. We're talking about 3rd down. This is a critical time in this game, and he comes up with that play against this coverage. Everything's covered, uses his legs for not only a first down, but a touchdown.
But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out. It's a fumble. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory. He quickly lands on it and prevents the turnover. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Pass would end in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Backed up to the 6-yard line. It's 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes up.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that interception really about costing the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking right. This one caught. Touchdown, FIU. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. And he finds the running back in the flat. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Now it's second down here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
Well, as a defense, you'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route, you tack one inbounds, it keeps the clock running. It's a great job by the defense.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Just get this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
And he's got it. The two-point conversion to make this a 16-point lead, back within 2 scores. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. 25. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. And now a carry here for the fullback. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. And now the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot, third and very long. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the receivers got it. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Pass caught. 2nd down. The offense decides to just spike the ball here.
Let's go, Panther fans. You know what to do. Get loud.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He breaks free. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do.
And he's swarmed with a pass rush, a sack to end this drive.
Well, the offense rolls the dice with its play call here on 4th down, and the defense rolls the dice as well by bringing the kitchen sink. Demolished the quarterback that time on the blitz.
And they finally stopped him, but a decent gain that time.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
That is a really tough feeling for a receiver to be way downfield like that, ready for a big play, and just unable to connect with your quarterback. I'm sure they're going to go to the sideline, looking to call another shot downfield again here in a little bit.
He's going to take another shot right here. Touchdown, Florida International. And this one is getting ugly.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.